I am so excited about today because I've realized that the best way to do an unboxing is to do it live, do it raw, and just kind of let you see those first impressions there. And so today, I'm super excited to work with a company that I've actually never heard of before. Well, not until I started to look into them. I don't know about you, but there's so many different companies out there, especially a lot of companies in the Chinese market, that it's sometimes hard to keep track of which ones are good, which ones are bad, which ones are real, and which ones are fake. And so today, the brand that reached out to me is actually one called Geya. And my first thoughts was, who is this? But as I started to watch reviews and look into them a little bit more, I realized that they actually might have some hitters. And so when they had the opportunity to reach out, not only did I want to pick a watch that not a lot of other people have looked at, I wanted to pick a watch that spoke to the design language that I was looking for. And so today, in this box, which was a lot heavier than I anticipated it to be, I'm going to be unboxing one of Geya's, I think, newer models. And I'm super interested to know what you guys think as well. Now, if you watched it in the replay, fam, please make sure you hit like. Make sure to comment so I know who comes in on there as well. And if you're live, leave some comments here as well, because I'm interested in what questions that you guys have, because after this live video, I'm going to spend some time to watch, and then I'm going to get a real review up as well. So after you're watching this, depending on when you watch it, the full review may already be up. But let me see who we got in the chat. Let me see who we got here right now. And let's talk a little watches. Let's talk a little life. And for those who don't know too, let me give you a little details about this brand. I got some information. So the company itself, the word Geya, it means a taste of life, elegant in style. It's in Chinese. They were created in 1993, and its headquarters is located in Shenzhen, China, I think. Its position is kind of like a high quality watch with an ultimate cost effectiveness. One of the big things that they try to focus on is not using a banner of high-end brands that pass off inferior products as good ones. They believe that only good products, good designs, and good quality and good service will earn customer recognition. And so for the last 32 years, they've insisted on doing one thing well, and that's only making high quality products. And today, I'll kind of look into that and see, is this going to be a high quality product, or is it going to be just another random brand? See what else that I can find out about this company a little bit more. They have a lot of really unique designs. A lot of their watches remind me a lot of Richard Mille. And let me see if I can show you a little bit of that as well as I pull up my other screen. Now, I'm interested from you guys' standpoint as well. Is this a brand that you had heard of? Is this a brand that you've heard good, bad, indifferent? Super interested in that. And let me go ahead and switch my camera angle once I figure out all my technical things here, so you guys can see me and you can see the screen. All right. Oh, that's not the one you want. You want to see. Where's it at? I'm trying to get it so you guys can see me and the thing. Let's see. Can you see me? Nope, you can only see my screen. All right, let me figure that one out. Sorry, as we work through technical difficulties. Where's it? Guys, working on a Mac sometimes can be kind of frustrating. But as I work through my technical aspects of this, so the watch that I got is going to be one of their more traditional and classic models. It's just a stainless steel watch with a white dial. It has a date window at the 6 o'clock, which I'm looking forward to showing you guys if I can ever figure out where my screens went. Bro, it shouldn't be this hard. If anybody knows how to be better at computers, I'm always ears. And as you guys jump into the chat, you know what I mean, make sure you say hello. I'm always interested in who's in the fam right now. Who we got in here right now? Okay, good to see you, everybody. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you comment. And let's see where it goes. All right, OBS is pulled up. Oh, okay. I see what my problem is, team. I see what my problem is. When I pull up OBS, it switches my screen. By the way, those who don't use OBS, man, this is crushing me. All right, we should be good to go now, because now you should be able to see the screen. All right, cool. So this is the watch that I am looking at today. This is the Classic Series Mechanical G78197 by Geya. They actually had two different colorways, and they had a blue and they had a white. Now, I looked closely at the blue, and I thought it was a great looking watch. I just decided that for me, I would have rather rock the white. I have a lot of blue watches already in my collection, and so I just wanted to try something a little bit different. And I wanted to see the texture of this dial and see if it actually like looks as good as I want it to look. But we will see what it looked like. And also, let me check the chat again. Hey, got a couple people in there. Brian Pierce, good to see. Brian Price, I apologize. Good to see you. Smack Daddy, hey, good to see you. I'm glad to have you in here. Hey, make sure to hit the heart. If anyone also can explain to me the difference between a heart and a like, I know that I'm the one who makes YouTube videos, but I actually don't know the difference. Please let me know. But yeah, so this will be the watch that we're going to be unboxing today. At first, I actually thought that this was a moon phase, but I learned that it is not. Well, I think that it's not. I'm also interested in what the 6 is underneath the Saturday. Is it each day of the week corresponds to a different one? That's what my assumption is, but we shall see for sure. Let me see who we got going on in the chat. Okay, that's what I thought. It was designed for a moon phase. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I did not pre-order the NOAA X moon phase, but I deeply considered it because it looks great. I think it's smart too that they're doing a pre-order this time, because last time it sold out so quickly and then it just was going to flippers and it was just a really negative situation. By the way, well, can I get a wrist check? You know, what everybody rocking on wrist today? Today I am wearing, let me see if you can see where the angle at. Okay. Today I got the red strap for Montreux, and I'm rocking a Tudor Ranger. One of my favorite watches. I wear it a lot. I've been in such a love affair with my Timex Atelier that I was like, I gotta wear something different. Me and the girls today, we all went out and we all rocked red watches. So I thought, you know, why not pull out, you know, the Ranger with the little Montreux to kind of make that red pop. But yeah, so that's what I'm rocking on wrist today. What about you guys? What we wearing on wrist today? And is it tea? It is. This is my Celebrate Diversity mug. I'm drinking some peach herbal tea because my throat was a little sore. I think it's still too hot. Let me see. Yep, still too hot. Good though. I mean, minus the fact that I just burnt my tongue off. What else we got? So we rocking the Casio DBC32 calculator watch. Oh man. Okay, so now when I need that quick math, so I'm gonna go to you in the chat. Okay, we rock 2 watches today. The Tissot PRX 100 and the Timex Marlin 34mm black leather. Okay. Now, what made you switch? Was it just like a matter of time of day? Did you change activities? I usually, did I wear 2 watches today? I rock 2 watches today because I started off with my, I had my Atelier on, and I have to say, let me go ahead and, this watch is still absolutely incredible. I didn't mean to record it. What are we doing? This watch is still like just always on my wrist. I just struggle to take it off because I love it that much. It is so comfortable. And right now today, I've been rocking it on a Zero Pass for the last couple days. I'm looking at getting some more Zero Passes. I think I want to get the leather one. But yeah, it's just such a comfortable watch. And so I wanted to see how it compared on wrist going back to my Tudor. And surprisingly, not that much of a difference of a wearing experience. which is crazy when you think about this is, you know, looking at $3,000-ish, and the other one's looking at about 1,000. So, yeah. Okay, who else we got in the chat? Who else we got? Timo, hey, good to see you. Good to meet you. Cassie, I need to get some more Casios in my collection. I just need to. I'm starting to break away. I won't say break away from Timex because obviously that's what my main collection is. But you know, I'm starting to dibble and dabble a little bit more. I need to get a few more watches in here. By the way, is this distracting having this camera like just sitting off the side of me, or is it? Because like when I go live, I got my iPad on one side, keyboard, mouse. I got this. I'm looking into a teleprompter. I got another screen over here. I feel like there's a lot going on. But I'm excited to unbox this watch here soon. We got 6 people in the chat. Hey, make sure you hit like or comment or no, hold up, heart, whatever it is. And we also doing a little wrist check. So we got the Casio Royale. Okay, why that one in particular? I'm prepping a video for some of the most iconic affordable watches, and the Orient Bambino I think is one of the ones I want to list on there. I went back and forth between the Vostok Amphibia. The reasons why I ended up I'm not gonna list it is, for one, there's a lot going on in Russia right now, and I have a hard time, especially with my profession, highlighting a Russian brand. The other one, I've heard the buying experience is so inconsistent that I was just like, it's kind of left a weird taste in my mouth. So, yeah, they won't be getting my love right meow, but yeah. And then for those who are new to the chat coming in, okay, we got about 9 people in here. Today, we will be unboxing this right here. This is Geya's Classic Series mechanical watch, the Golf 78197. It comes in 2 different colorways. It has a white or silverish dial. Looking forward to seeing that. They also have this blue dial. I went with the white. Bubba bum. Now, a couple things that we were talking about earlier in chat. This is clearly designed to be a moon phase, but instead they put a day of the week complication in it, which I prefer a day of the week over a moon phase. But I'm interested to see how that plays out. What are the best and worst complications? To me, my favorite complications are a date, because when I'm writing the date, and the second one would be a GMT. I work with a lot of people in different time zones. I also just like the way it looks. I'm interested though, in the chat, what y'all thinking? What are the best, ooh, that's hot. What are the best complications out there? And the Casio Royale is getting a lot of love in the chat right now. Oh, I forgot to switch back to me, y'all. My bad. Sorry, I took my, see, y'all didn't even see me burn my mouth on the tea. So we looking in the chat, we talking about the Casio Royale. I have not heard the Dave Chappelle Most Def compilation. I think that's a compliment. You know what I mean? Dave Chappelle's, so I've got my humor is similar to Dave Chappelle. I'm a slightly cleaner, but I've gotten that one. But the Most Def, I have not. But okay, I need to double check what a Casio Royale looks like, because I feel like I'm missing out right now. I'm also, I need to, let me, please, what I'm doing, just in case you guys are wondering, I'm trying to figure out why when I switch to the screen, you still can't see me. Because you should be able to see me, even though I am on. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this. Boom. Okay, now we cooking. Now we cooking. Now you should be able to see me, and we can talk watches. This is the angle that the people were looking for, and the angle that I was looking for. But let me see the Casio Royale to make sure I'm thinking of the right one. Interestingly enough, I actually just bought one of these, but not for me. I bought it as a gift to my best friend, who you may have seen in a live stream and who you will see again with an interview coming up. This will be my first time trying an interview format. It's gonna be a little bit longer of a video. It's looking at about 45-ish minutes edited. So I'm interested to see if people like this kind of longer, deeper conversational talk. It's very similar to this, obviously, like in the live format, but obviously edited, more structured. We're going to be talking watches. We're going to be talking life. We're going to be talking a lot of different things. And now that we got 11 people in the chat, the question is do we unbox now or do we talk a little bit more? You guys let me know. I'm going to look at the chat and see what you guys are talking about. So date window is the most important. Okay, agreed. I think the tachymeter is one of the least, moon phase for me is probably the least useful. Excuse me. And then a tachymeter, because I just never actually use it. Day date, 12-hour chrono. Okay, good. Day date complication, boom. Automax would be the standard time, no date. Second one we go. You know what we didn't mention? Power reserve. I think that is another phenomenal complication that I would love more of my watches to have. I would love to do island watches. I also would love, so I have this like board on my where I post like what videos are coming out, and today I wrote a goal. My goal is in 3 years, I want to be on that Teddy end of the year video. That's my goal. I want to meet Mark. I've actually been able to talk to the Urban Gentry. I want to do a video with the Mad Watch Collector, just one more watch. But I think in 3 years, if I keep working hard, consistently putting out videos, I pray that I will be able to, you know, rub elbows with the big dogs. Another person I would love to meet with is Watch Chris. He's another person who gives a lot of love to Timex. Now, his tastes are a lot more expensive than mine, but I feel like we got a similar vibe. We need to start a campaign of getting connected to these different collectors. Who do you watch when you're not watching me live? You know what I mean? I'm interested in what you guys are doing. Oh, the backlight on the Indiglo. Yes, that is actually one of the best for sure. All right. Well, we got 7 people in the chat. We got some people talking. Team, are y'all ready for this unboxing? Is it time? You let me know. If I can get, let me see, if I can get 3 yeses, we gonna unbox it. Yeah, I don't like talking negatively about people, but he may be one of the channels that I unsubscribed from. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own approach to collecting, and I associate with some more than others, and some people just there's no room in the watch space to just be rude for no reason. You know what I mean? I don't know why people are like that. It bothers me. But let's go back to this watch here. And in case you're wondering too about Geya watches, they have a lot of other watches in their portfolio. The one that I would like to review next is actually this one. This seems like such an interesting watch to me. I don't have anything really like it. It has like the planets and the globe. I don't know if it's actually like a tourbillon. It's mechanical meets quartz. It's just a super interesting looking watch. It look like a thick boy, but it looks good. But guys, hey, Castle, you ready for the unboxing, man? Let's do it. Let's get into it. Let me get one more sip of the tea. Scoot the keyboard back, and let's get into an unboxing. So, one of the things just to highlight off the jump was the quality of the. I'm gonna say the quality of the box. The weight behind the box was a lot more than I was actually expecting. When I actually got the package in the mail, I was kind of confused because I was like, dude, I don't remember ordering anything this big, and they didn't actually tell me that it was coming. So that was a unique experience, and you probably want to see what's in the box. You don't want to see me as handsome as my wife thinks I am. I imagine this is the angle that people want. Let me make sure it's good to go for you guys. Okay. So let's see what's in here. All right, we are working with the box here. Let me lift you up a little bit more. All right. As much as a box matters, it's a nice box, premium, has some weight to it. Let's see what we got inside of that. Here we go. Undoing that bad boy. Ooh, got a little box into it. So, Geya, Moments for Life. Okay. I will say, presentation, very good. And this is a watch that retails brand new for $249 right now for sale, but it's usually $332. But yeah. So what's your initial thoughts, team? Let me focus it in for you. I want you. There we go. Okay, let me slide it off here. So weight-wise, the watch itself has some weight to it, but the bracelet feels light. Not in a negative way, just my initial takes. They wrapped this thing up like Fort Knox, man. They got this thing secure. Can you see how much wrapping they put all over this watch? They do not want it to be messed up in shipping at all. Okay. No, you know what we're going to do? Hey, y'all going to look at me. Because I learned my lesson last time when I was struggling through plastic wrapping on live video. And I felt like people were judging me. And I don't want to be judged. So, now as I do this, feel free to add any questions. First thing, I'm going to see if you can hear the good deployment clasp. I'm trying to pull it to see. All right. Yeah, no issues with that right now. They wrap this thing very well. It's going to take me probably a good couple moments to just unwrap it. Now, I do have a small wrist, so to get an exact fit probably won't happen in this video. But I will get some pictures up. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. And beware, my Instagram name will be changing soon. So on Instagram right now, you can find me under TimeXTales1854. But I'm working to change my Instagram name to Wrist Unwound, just so that all my pages have the same name. So it's funny, because my wife just texted me. She's like, "What'd you unbox?" Well, babe, if you're watching this, I didn't buy it. Okay, it was sent to me. Yeah, this is why I'm glad I did it, because you ain't gonna watch me struggle in HD. Now you're just watching me struggle from a distance. Yeah, you guys are all right. This wrapping is incredibly excessive. And just so y'all can see another close-up of me going through my struggle bus here. Yeah, I'm working through a lot of plastic wrapping. Though the bracelet alone is crushing me. They wrapped up the watch even more. I am like blown away by the amount of wrapping they put on this, but it's better to have too much and not need it than need too much and not have it. Initial feelings on the bracelet, no issues. I'm feeling the edge to see if there's any kind of like sharp points that I think are gonna bother my wrist. No. See if there's any kind of scratching, any finishing here. Let's see if you guys can get a better look. What are you guys thinking of the initial looks on the bracelet? Feels good. Feels kind of light, but not like in a negative way, just a little lighter. I also just got done wearing my Tudor bracelet, so that's kind of a hard one to compare to. Man, they have wrapped this thing up. Okay, we've popped it out. We've gotten the watch. So interestingly enough, the top layer of the wrapping only had one. The bottom layer has like 60,000. So, watch also has an exhibition case back, so I'm excited to see what that movement is. And now we're going to go back to me, so you're not watching me struggle in HD, you know. My wife is in the chat. No, babe, I did not buy it. This was sent to me. If you were listening to me at dinner a couple weeks ago, I said a company reached out. So I blame you for not paying attention to me. Now, the movement. Does it say anything about the movement? I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. Let's switch screens real quick. So this is the watch, the classic series mechanical watch G78197. People are trying to get Christmas gifts now. It's interesting. It's hey, good to see people in the chat though. Hey, make sure you hit heart, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit comment, all those things. Let's see if it says anything about the movement on this one. There's a nice close-up of the watch. Gentleman's taste, sun grain, brush dial, zirconium drill. Okay. Straight into the workplace, deductive style. Now, I don't know. I mean, it got some weight to it, but it's pretty polished to me to be rocking around. I guess it depends on where you work. You know what I mean? I guess everything is relative. Condensed time, visual art, sufficient energy, synthetic sapphire mirror. Okay, synthetic. Okay, I'm still waiting for some more information about the movement. Okay, so shows the two different colors, case thickness at 11.95 millimeters, case width 40, strap width 21 is really an inconvenient strap width. Really wish they could have come up with something else because I don't actually have a lot of 21s. We're looking at a Japanese movement, solid stainless steel strap, synthetic sapphire case, is stainless steel case, 50 meters waterproof, steel double press butterfly buckle. The buckle has been nicer than I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie about that one. And it shows the two different ones. So there we go. Got that question answered, and let me catch back up on the chat. What we got going on over here? Oh, good to see you in the chat. Oh, we got Leighton in here. Good morning, good morning. I love a good moon phase. Leighton, where you at, my guy? Where we coming in from? You in the land down under, I believe, if I remember. Talking about the rapping excessive 100%. Taper. Smack Daddy, you got the fact that it's Japanese movement. My wife finally remembered. Like, I don't know what a deductive style is. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was reading that and I was like, hey man, they gotta update the website. Bro, you live in Tampa? Hey, we gotta talk offline. I'm moving to the Tampa area next summer. So hey, you gonna have to be right here, and we could do a little joint a little joint collab here. But all right, hold up. Now that we got the watch moving, now let's get some looks in it. Let's get some movement. All right, so I'm gonna hit y'all with the other camera angle again. Let it focus. Wait for it now. Okay. I'm watching to make sure so you can get that initial look at this dial. So the texture looks as good as I expected. I really like the blue hands, particularly that second hand. So as you take a look, you can take a look at that sweep. I think for the price, good looking sweep. I'm giving it a little winding on the mechanical movement. It feels, it ain't nothing you're gonna write home about, but you can feel it a little bit. Let's go ahead and, okay. So it's not hacking issue. I'm gonna put the half move in. Okay. I will say if a little cookie when you're switching the day, but not an issue. So it looks like Sunday has a different layout. Let me see if I can give you a little bit more room so you guys can see it a little bit. So the Sunday comes in a red array. Go back in and change in these features. So towards me changes the date. Away from me changes the day of the week. You have to like hit it twice to get the day of the week to change completely. But not an issue for me. I'm curious of what that looks like when it's like midnight. I want to see that now. So, we're swiping through. Okay, okay, so boom, it takes until about 3. Nothing wrong with that. I like the length of that minute hand coming right up before the indice. And like I said, 50 meters water resistance. Let's take a look at this case back. So you're getting a screw down case back. Let me make sure you guys can see it more clearly by removing. Hey, listen, they wear protection. They would make Trojan very proud. Durex. That's not a joke for the kids. Looking at the movement, yeah. So I'm a big fan of an exhibition case back, no matter what the movement looks like. There's no special finishing. Oh, it's a Miyota movement. It says Miyota on it, so that's a brand that you can trust. But yeah, I'm a big fan of exhibition case backs, especially for someone who's newer in the hobby, but I still like looking at my movement. So as I look at the case back though, it just has the 78197, oh, there you go, golf on it. It has automatic 10 ATM Geya, all stainless steel. The bracelet is not a quick release, but let's give it a little ride on the wrist. So as we're taking a look at it, what are you guys' initial thoughts? What we thinking? It is a textured dial, and it does look great. I think it's interesting. I think it looks better in person than it does on picture. And let me give you an example. Let me hit you with this one more time. And then let's take a look at it. Yeah. I think it's a good looking watch. The texture does pop as much as I wanted it to. But it looks good. Now, one thing that is harder to capture on this camera right here is the blue of the hands. The blue of the hands actually do pop a lot more than than I think my lighting is giving it credit. I really do like the exhibition case back and the polished case here. You probably can't see it, but I can see myself in the case, so that's always a nice add. But yeah, I'm liking this watch. Now I'm gonna throw it on wrist and let's take a look. I like the look, the placement of the day date. Yeah, the day date being at the 6 o'clock is definitely a nice move. Now I got a question for you guys. How much do you care about the accuracy of a watch? The reason why I ask, because I do have my wife and my mom in the chat right now, and I was thinking about purchasing a timograph to figure out how accurate watches are, but I need to know, is it important to you guys? You let me know what you think. You let them know what you think. Because if the people need it, that might be a reason to buy it. I'm putting. First of all, my wrist is tiny. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if you can tell, but there's enough to put almost. I can put my whole hand underneath inside of the wrist. But I really like the size of this. Let me gotta lean into it real quick. Hold up. Boop. I like the way it looks. I think this is a very comfortable feel. I was a little worried about the thickness of it, but it doesn't seem to be an issue at all. How do you guys think this fits on my wrist? I'm gonna hold it in place right now because bracelet's not fitting, but I think that's a clean watch. I think there's something that can kind of just fit underneath the sleeve. Now, is there a lume? Let's find out. Look, my wrist is so small that I can almost slide it out without even taking off the bracelet. That's embarrassing. I gotta get my weight up. Gotta start doing wrist exercises. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna make sure that you guys have the watch in focus. Okay? And then I'm gonna cut the lights. And we're gonna see how this loom works. Cutting the lights. Hold on, make sure I don't cut the things that I actually need to do. Boom, boom, and boom. So we got some loom still. Let me see if you can focus on it a little bit more. So the indices are loomed. The hands are loomed. In person, it's visible, but I don't know how strong it's going to be. So got a little bit of loom. On their website, they didn't show any pictures of it. They didn't also mention what type of loom it is, but yeah. Let me go back to the chat. What are we looking at? We got 13 people in the chat. First of all, thank each and every one of you for spending your most valuable resource with me, which is your time, and I appreciate that. And if you could, please hit the little heart thing. I'm assuming you're all subscribed because most people don't watch lives of channels they're not subscribed to, but I appreciate you. And let's see what we got going on. So Hannibal is appreciating it. Buying a. First of all, just because I was thinking about buying it doesn't mean it's already on the way. It just means I was thinking about it. It might be in my cart. It might be saved for later, but I haven't bought it yet. Unless is that approval? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just buy it? I don't know. Maybe. It's important as long as it's a few minutes. Either way, it's cool. I have too many to change out and worry about that actually. Bro, I'm in the same boat. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've wore a watch and it's been like 3 hours off and I didn't even notice it. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta let it ride. You gotta let it ride. To the point, capability, but coming from a school of always said 5 minutes fast. Yeah, 10 and 20 seconds. If my life depends on the accuracy of my watch, I'm not wearing a mechanical watch. I'm just gonna be honest about it. Like, even when I jump out of planes, I do wear my automatic Timex Expedition North because it is amazing. But when I'm a jump master, I have a digi backup, you know what I mean, on the other side. So, all right. So, first of all, Tim, good day. Good to see you. Good to see you. Pace, Mr. Crayon Man. Hey, y'all eating breakfast, talking about your boy? I appreciate y'all. What'd you have for breakfast? You know what I mean? This morning I had a piece of children's cinnamon French toast. That was my breakfast. But for everybody in the chat, thank you guys. Welcome again. And so we have been unboxing, for those who are getting caught up, we've been unboxing the Geya mechanical watch. I'm going to transition so you guys can see some of the product photos as well. This is the Classic Series mechanical watch, the G78197. This watch comes into 2 different colorways. You're looking at the white and you're all, hold up y'all. I just noticed something. First of all, I'm really enjoying this watch. I think this is a watch that I'm probably gonna recommend to people. This is a watch that I'm gonna be rocking on the wrist, but what I will not recommend is whoever did the editing on their website, because they got some things in there they could use some help with. So Geya, if y'all watch this video, first of all, I'm really impressed with your watch. It's better than I was expecting. But look, I'm not one who's known for spelling. But what's that? What we doing? What we doing, y'all? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. AI, come on now. What hitty? Come on now. We can do better. Y'all can do better now. Maybe it was when it translated from the Chinese characters. But come on now. Come on. What we doing? What we doing, y'all? All right, but back to the watch though. It is a good watch. Also comes in blue. The blue seems to have like more of like a sunburst dial, versus the white has a little bit texture, and the texture I think looks great. Show you a couple other action shots with it. One of the downsides comes on a 21 millimeter bracelet. Kind of hard to switch those straps out, so I'm gonna have to buy straps specifically for this watch. So that's another thing, babe. Be ready for. So looking at the other color photos, I think the white is better than the blue. That's the one I picked. But what about you guys? Do you think I should have went with the blue? Let me know in the chat. Would you go team white, team blue, or team white? Or whitey, whitey. But like I said, they got the sun grain brushed fashion dial. I don't actually know completely. It's a good looking watch. It is definitely something I'm gonna enjoy. I should have brought my tools over here so I could just switch out the bracelet right here. Are these ain't screw? What we looking at? What we looking at? But you know how actually I'm kind of curious. If I click on the blue, does it make the ads turn blue at the bottom? Let me see that. Let me see that. Nope, still the white one. So clearly the white one must be the favorite even for them because they did most of their advertising shooting with the white dial. So, and for those who weren't here earlier, you're looking at a case thickness of 11.95 millimeters with 40, strap width 21, which is a little annoying. A Miyota movement that is actually marked on the exhibition case back. 50 meters of water resistance, waterproof life. Interesting. Due to manual measurements, the actual size of the commercial goods may be slightly different from the data provided by us. Okay. But, so let me look at the chat. What y'all thinking? Yeah. You got a point. You got a point there. Also, Bluebird on Team White Dial. Okay, cool. No, I'm not the only one. But yeah, so I'm just holding it. When you hold it for a little bit, you start to appreciate it a little bit more. Also, I need to figure out how to get this little tag off. Get that. But the bracelet, it's hard to judge the bracelet when I just got off of my Tudor Ranger. I would say this bracelet is somewhere, it's beneath the Tudor Ranger, it is beneath the Marine M1A, but it's definitely wearable. It's actually probably better than the Seiko, I have a Seiko 5 GMT, so better than my Seiko bracelet, Miyota movement. So far, I think this is a winner. I think this is something I would recommend to others. Hey, hope we got Trap in the building. Hey, good to see you, Trap, my boy. Who else we got? Jay. Okay, other Team White Dial. Okay, everybody rocking Team White Dial. Let's go. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh, bro, the Tudor. I had to save up for that. And if my wife's still in the chat, she wouldn't happy for it. Yeah, I'm waiting for Hannah. You still in the chat? I gotta check, y'all. Because I got, when she leave the chat, I can let you know the secrets. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, actually, if my wife is still in the chat, if Hannah in the chat, make sure you give her some love. My wife is running a marathon tomorrow out in Phoenix, Arizona, trying to represent. She broke her ankle like 2 months ago, is trying to recover into it and trying to get back into the fight. And so I'm praying for you, babe, if you're still in the chat. Oh, yeah, she's still in the chat. Oh, you have some secrets, too. Oh, we all got secrets. Okay. Oh, look, we still got the same bank account, though, so I can pull yours. No, since we all sharing, it's in Scottsdale. Okay. How far away is Scottsdale from Phoenix? Hey, see, Hannah, you getting some love in the chat. Everybody say, let's go, Hannah. Woo, woo. Here we go, Hannah. Woo, woo. My baby gonna be so fast, super fast, the fastest one. Hey, I got you. Well, I guess if this ain't like a secret, but I did buy a new watch. Okay, not this one, but I did buy one recently, and this is why I had to buy it. And my mom, I'm sorry, my wife and my mom are both running a marathon tomorrow. They both are out there rolling. They both out there getting after it. My mom's an experienced runner though. She about that life. She's not new to this. She's true to this. So, you know what I mean? It's funny that they're both chatting and both talking smack when they're in the same hotel room. I'm pretty sure right now. So they probably just roasted me. Like, my question, all right, just a small admin question. Which one of y'all have the audio on? Or do y'all both listening through AirPods? Or do y'all have it on the TV? That would be a game changer. You know what I mean? Hold up, wow. Baby, I love you, baby. I'm not saying that you're not new to this and you true to this, but I'm just saying mom got us some experience. She been running. She been running. Uh, and y'all sitting on the same couch. All right, hey, look. Hey, cheers to y'all. What? I guess it's also a couple hours behind, but cheers. All right, so another interesting thing, because I'm not close to my trash can, I haven't been able to take the tea bag out of my tea. So it's just slowly getting stronger and stronger. Um, but it do taste good though. But what I got myself, okay? I got the reason why I got it. Hear me out. So right now, because of tariffs, we ain't trying to get political at all. It's hard to get watches from Japan. There's a little embargo thing going on, and so Timex Tokyo actually won't even ship to the U.S. right now. But I'm always on eBay looking for the best deals, and so there's a JDM, the Japanese domestic market exclusive Iron Man. In Japan, it's $100 and some change. Even if I could order it at that price, I'm still gonna have to pay the customs to get it in and the shipping, which is like another $30 to $50 and all the other stuff. Now, somebody was selling it on eBay, and I don't think they realized what they had because they sold it for 80. And I said, that's cheaper than if I could get it, like, you know what I mean? And it was brand new. So I give to you. Let me go ahead and hit you with the camera. Yeah. By the way, for those who didn't see the unboxing, yo, Geya, they did a good job with the unboxing, man. They was out here. They got some good work. I like what they did here. The Timex ain't coming in a box like that. The Timex coming in some of that loose stuff. So what we looking at here? This is not the original packaging. What we got. What I like about this is that I'm gonna take the rubber off of that thing. Pow. I like it like that. You know how can you appreciate? Yeah. But yeah, I like this. I like that black, the blue, a little bit more stealthy with it. I've been trying to build up my Iron Man collection. I'm always on the lookout for a good deal on a JDM Iron Man. But yeah, the all black and blue, just something, a little light work. Things are going well in school. I figured out, reward myself, treat yourself. And so yeah, this is what we working with right now. So let me know what y'all think, man. Is this fire or not? Would you rock this? I love a good Iron Man. To me, I struggle with a G-Shock because it's so heavy. It's so thick, so bulky. But Iron Man give you all the same things, but it's sleek, it's clean, and it just kind of fits under the sleeve. But yeah, so one day I'm gonna have like 100 Iron Mans. I might honestly just buy a whole box and just for my Iron Man collection. All right, let me see what's going on in the chat. Hey, look, don't be telling my mom I'm a hater. I'm not a hater. I was just highlighting my wife. You know what I mean? It's not less hate, more just love for my boo thing. You know what I mean? There's a Cartier in Japan I want, and the tariffs are making it cost prohibitive. But now, hey man, if they drop, I'm praying they drop the tariffs. What Japan need to do is they need to do what Rolex did, and then go to the White House and then get some gifts, and then apparently tariffs drop because the Swiss tariffs have dropped down to 15%. So you know what I mean? The backlight on this, hey, backlight ain't got nothing on Indiglo. First of all, don't be talking about the Army crying now. Now hey, the Army team, the pride and dream, the black, the gray, the gold. You know what I mean? Haters gonna hate. So out of the two watches, what you going with? You going with the Geya? You going with the Iron Man? Let me know. Swapped out one of the metal bracelets for another with swapping a 21 millimeter. I think with fabric, it'd be more forgiving. You get away with it. I'd be afraid with a 21 that you would scratch a 20. Could I put a 20 on a 21? Y'all want to find out? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me just transition to this thing right here so y'all got something to look at while I go grab the tools. But I can still talk, you know what I mean? So as I'm listening over here, I'm walking over, I'm grabbing some 20 bracelets because I got some literally sitting over here because I have watch stuff all over. I got a mesh bracelet too. Let's see if that'll work. You know what? I think I could get away with the mesh if I lay it on a 21 millimeter lug. I might get away with it a little bit. Now I need to get a set of tools because this bracelet is not a quick release. Where's my tool set at? By the way, if you're in here right now, thank you guys. Appreciate you spending your most valuable resource with me, which is your time. Please, if you could, hit a heart, hit a like, hit a share. You know what I mean? Send it to a friend in need. Yes, indeed. Where's my tools? Where's my tools? There we go. All right, got a whole thing of spring bars. All right, we coming back. We coming back. Oh, here we go. Now, let's transition. Pow. All right, we back. To the trigger millennial, the movement is a Miyota. I don't know which variation. Does it say it on the back? Miyota? There's no marking that explains what number it is. By the way, video not sponsored, but I will be using my Smith & Rowe, what are these things called? Y'all know what I'm talking about, a valet. I'm using my Smith & Rowe valet. Hey, clip this, send it to Smith & Rowe, let him know that this is a phenomenal product. All right, let me see if y'all can see. And y'all want to look at this. I'll let you know when it's done. But what we're going to be doing today is I guess I'll show you the different bracelets. I will try to see if they will fit on it. If you watched my last live stream, this is a mesh bracelet. Got from Iche. I enjoyed rocking this bracelet for the week. Towards the end of the week, it did get a little bit more hair pulley than I expected it to in the beginning, but still a great bracelet. Got some heft to it. I'm also going to give it another try on this is the bracelet from the Waterbury. Where's that? Where we go? This is the Waterbury Chrono. 38, 39 millimeter. I'll just see if this fits on it. This is a 20, so it's a little bit smaller. Similar taper, similar bracelet. Actually, now I'm trying to compare the two. This is a lot. My Timex Waterbury Heritage has a lot more weight to it. But other than the weight difference, not that different. Both of the clasps feel secure, just to kind of give it a comparison there. And then I also have my Atelier bracelet, which is absolutely awesome. And this one also features that, it's not proprietary, but it has that quick release where you can just pull up on this and then you can resize it. So that's what I will be doing as I'm talking to you guys. We out here buying watches. Okay, what kind of citizen was it? I like me a good citizen. Oh, Keaton, welcome to the chat, my boy. Good to see you out here. Who else? Hey, if you haven't, drop your wrist check below. Let me know what you got on your wrist. My wife is probably rocking a Garmin. Hey, how you liking your M1? Are you loving it? Is it? I'm telling you, if it wasn't for my tutor, I wouldn't take mine off. And I'm probably going to put it back on tomorrow because I kind of miss it. All right, y'all just watch me do a little arts and crafts right now. I'm pulling out my tools. Can we get quick release on every bracelet? Can we just do that? Is that too hard to do? Like, I don't know how it works, but I just feel like that's the easy thing to do. All right, 21 millimeter bracelet coming off. All right, let me try not to scratch nothing on the thing. All right. Usually I'll be having some music on. I ain't trying to get my copyright, taken down. Which I like a little Silk Sonic is what I listen to when I'm working on some watches. That Anderson .Paak Bruno Mars collab. If you've never listened to Silk Sonic, highly recommend it. Okay. So now we have the watch removed from its bracelet. If you would like to take a look on it with no bracelet, sometimes it's a little bit easier to see some things. So here we are. Get a better look at the case back here. The movement, nothing, no like special. Let's see. Nothing unique with the finishing, but it is nice having an exhibition case back. Not too thick. But yeah, I think it's a great looking watch. My initial thought is I would recommend it. I think it's also for its price. I think it seems like it's a good price too. I wonder if they have Black Friday deals, even though it's coming from like a Chinese market. I'm interested in that. All right, let's see if another bracelet would fit it. So the first bracelet I'm gonna try is gonna be my, so trying out the 20 millimeter mesh bracelet from each. It does in fact fit. Now how secure is it? I don't know. Would I jump out of a plane with it? No. Would I go on a live stream YouTube video and put it on and see if it works? Yeah. So if that's how you want to judge the scale of trustworthiness. And I think it actually looks better. Ooh. Let's see. Tell me what y'all thinking. What y'all thinking about this? Let me get that focus in on it. What y'all think about this combo right here? I think that look clean on it. I think that look good on it. I think that I might be becoming a little mesh bracelet guy. Now let me see if I can get it a little closer for y'all so you can see the difference. So there is a little give, probably approximately 1 millimeter of give, because that's what the difference is. But little pull. It seemed good enough. I think we're good now. I'm gonna throw it on the wrist. Oh, I'm gonna take off the Timex. Let me see what we got going on. Let me see what we got. Oh, we're getting some wrist checks in. Okay. I mean, yeah. The fact that the Air King and the Timex are in the same rotation shows something. Hey, by the way, I spoke too soon. The moment I sat it down, the bracelet came undone. But I'm gonna put it back in there and just try it on to see what it looks like. What else are we looking at? Blue Seiko. Ooh, okay. Churi, yes, first of all, welcome to the chat. I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before, so I just want you to know I appreciate you and I thank you for contributing. Hannibal, let me see. The Air King's the best Rolex period. Hey, did y'all see, oh, come on now. I made a whole reaction video to it. Did y'all see Kim's video about his Air King? Interested in what you guys' take was about his reason why he didn't purchase it. Yeah, I'm interested, if y'all saw that. If you didn't see it, we keep it moving. The diver is probably the best diver at the price point. It's a beater grill rated by me. Hey, that is a great, the beater grail. That, I might have to put that in a video. That's a good term. Let me give you what we do in class. Give you some snaps. Let me see. What else we got? Okay, the Tudor Black Bay 58 is a great watch, but listen, don't be sleeping on this Marine M1A, boy. Don't be sleeping on it. It might catch you slipping. Hannibal liking it. Nice on the mesh. Yeah, that's clean. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for still staying around. By the way, if y'all want to know who be making the shorts pop, who really be behind the scenes doing the work, that's O right there. Oh, she the real one. Appreciate her. AKA Explore 2. So I think my favorite Rolexes are the Oyster Quartz, particularly I think it's like the 1600 or 17,000, whatever. It's the one with the Buckley dial, non-fluted bezel. I got the Milgauss, and then to me the Polar Explorer 2. Like those to me are the top 3 Rolexes out there. Let me see what else we got. Clean. Oh, the Pelagos Ultra. Also, the Pelagos Ultra is the one that comes in titanium, right? I like that. I like that a lot. FXD, yeah. Giving coinage, fine. My boy Trap rocking his new Citizen Eco Drop Sport. I don't have a Citizen yet. I was looking at the Citizen ProMaster. Looks like a great watch. Rocking. Oh man. You get the Harris tutor? Okay. You trust to jump on a plane. Oh, Bluebird, you already know. It's the Expedition North Titanium. That's the watch I'm jumping out of planes with every time. I hope I don't have to jump out of too many more planes though, for real, because I went to the chiropractor and I'm just trying to avoid my back aging more than it needs to right now. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to be a young man, but I got an old back. Dang. All right. So in short, 20 does not work with this one. I wonder, I could probably get away with a NATO that's a 20. But I don't know if this watch would look good on a NATO. I don't think it would. I think it's a little bit too polished for that. Woo. Almost died. Coughed up my son. Hey, come on now. Hey. So talking about Explorer 2 for my size, I was looking for a 39 or 38 millimeter Explorer, and I was like, oh great, they have one. It was the very first one, and it's like $25,000, and I was like, never mind, just kidding. If I'm fast roping, I might change it up with a fast rope. You can get away with a little different things, you know what I mean? Geya is the Miyota 8215 movement. Thank you. Plus or minus 20 to 40 seconds. Okay. Still need a 21. Yes, I didn't get a 21 spring. I think if I pop, I think I got a 21. Let me pop this one out. Excuse me as I try to do watch magic in front of public people. All right, got that spring out. By the way, what everybody want for Christmas? What we got in the Christmas list? You know what I mean? Put your Christmas list down below. And you know what I mean? Then tell your spouse, I can send this to your spouses, have them watch it through, and then they can kind of see. You know, I heard when you put it in the chat, it comes true. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know what I want for Christmas yet. I think I already got the lenses that I want. I already got the camera that I want. I already have the beautiful wife and mother that I have. I mean, my kids get on my nerves, but I love them. Today we had a great daddy-daughter date. We went to Legoland. I don't know if y'all been to Legoland or if you have kids, but pretty cool. They played at the park. We built some stuff. I tried to build the arch. They destroyed my arch twice, and then I gave up. I was just like, look, man, I ain't about to be bullied by no little kids. The first time, I was like, cool. The second time, I was like, no, I'm not playing with y'all no more. All right. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. I got 221 bracelets, or not bracelets, spring bars. And let's go ahead and slide these in here and get this going. Sorry, y'all watching me struggle. But we a family, you know what I mean? What are y'all doing? You know, that's actually a legit question. What are y'all doing right now? Y'all at work? Y'all at home laying in bed? You know what I mean? Your wife watching Dancing with the Stars reruns and you're just like got something on in the background? I'm always curious to that. Are you on the phone? You on the TV? What's everybody's viewing habits? And while I do that, let me work through getting this put back on there. Okay. The 21 obviously fits much better because it's the designed logo. Why do companies go 21? Is it a matter of the case? Is it a matter of the movement forces them to like? Because I feel like even a 22 is better than a 21 because it's just such an odd number. Not a prime number though. Math jokes? No one. Jay, you out here washing dishes, my boy? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's a good. I listen to a lot of good YouTube when I'm washing the dishes. Okay, which I still need to knock out a few I got left, but okay. So Jay out here washing dishes. All right, Tim. We lunchtime on a Sunday here. Oh, hey man, stay safe from the storms. What's the weather looking like? Oh, you gonna give it to me in Celsius though? So hey, what is it hot? Is it cold? Does it ever get cold in Australia? Is there like I'm obviously there's like seasons, but like how drastic difference is it between like? Because I know it's if it's our winter, that means it's your summer. But like, how drastic are your seasons up there? By the way, if you want to know difficulty, you know putting on a spring bar, but imagine putting on a spring bar while people are watching, while trying to talk. It's a challenge. I'm not gonna lie about it. I ain't gonna lie. This is I'm trying not to like bite my tongue, cause I can't like read. Obviously, while I'm doing this. Hold up. Oh, did I get it? This is why every spring bar should be quick release. All right. Has anybody seen that clip and it's dads just like putting stuff together in their house and it going wrong and them just absolutely losing it? Absolutely hilarious. I'm sure many of us in this chat have had the same thing. You're like trying to put in the light. A spring bar just shot away. Quick release spring bars, everybody. If I become president, executive order. I don't care nothing about tariffs. I just want spring bars to be quick release. That's what I want for this country. Let's make spring bars, I won't say great again because they weren't great when they were old. Let's make spring bars great. And when I mean great, make them quick release. It shouldn't be this hard. I think you know what I mean? All right, cool. Man, that was way harder than it needs to be. No, I don't need a Marine, okay? Look, put your crayons back in the case. We went to Crayola World 2 and I thought about y'all. Happy belated birthday to our United States Marine Corps, though. I will give you that. All right, we back. Tools in. All right, get that focus in. So I think, first of all, I think it looks great on the mesh. What I like about the mesh is self-adjusting. You know what I mean? I'll make sure it's not as blurry. Let's slide it on wrist. My little old wrist. Let's get a little wrist roll. What y'all thinking? What we thinking, fam? How we feeling on this? Try not to have the light hit you too much on it. I think the mesh actually looks better with it because the mesh actually goes really well with the texture on the dial. Let me see if I can get that. I don't know if you can really see it, but the mesh and that's a good combo. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I might have to rock that to church tomorrow. Praise the Lord. Amen. By the way, let me see what we got. Hey, see, Tim know what's up. He know what's up. What else we got? I'm gonna check the weather. Not the weather. My brain. Let me check the chat, and I saw something about weather. That's why I said that. Let me go back. So my Jay's still washing dishes. Tim out here eating lunch. 33 degrees centigrade. I don't know a lot, but I know that it's hot. I also know that it's 33% way to the water boiling because, you know, the metric system is actually better. And It's better in everything but weather. I think Fahrenheit is a little bit better for like temperature, just because like I don't know, it seems a little bit more precise. Cause I ain't never heard anybody say 33.2. Um, Let me go down there. Them stairs can be treacherous. Yep, in the south it gets cold in the winter. In the north it's full tropical. Okay. So you in a good spot. All right. If I ever come to Australia, if I ever become a big YouTuber, I want to travel across like the world and like meet with like collectors and like have interviews and hang out and stuff. So let's do that. Donnie Frankenstein. Hannibal. Don't. Hey, look. Just let me live my life. Let me struggle in peace. Okay. Hey Jay, bro. I think this might be it. Hit him with that Shador. Perfect time, man. What? This is why I can't sing. Hey. Did I ever tell you the story about my day that when I spent a year at the Marines? Let me read the chat and I'm gonna tell you my Marine story. Absolutely. So no poop. There I was. So I spent a year with the Marines out of Quantico. It is a good looking watch. This is a good looking watch. Just saying. So I spent a year with the Marines out in Quantico, and my first day of class, I was like, I gotta make a statement. I gotta do something a little different. So like a good Army Ranger that I am, because the Army, we actually think ahead and we're actually useful. Just saying, no one ever tried to get rid of the Army. So I snuck in the day before class. I taped crayons underneath everyone's desk. And so the next day, because the first day of school, you always do the whole like, hi, this is my name, this is where I'm from. A fun fact about me is I play tuba. I did play tuba, fun fact. I played 3 instruments. If you can guess all 3 instruments that I played, I will send you a watch strap. If you can guess the 3 instruments, you only get 1 shot though. 3 instruments that I played through elementary through high school, I will send you a watch strap. So, but yeah, so the first day of class, we get in there and I'm like, hi guys, I'm Tyree, and I really wanted to leave a good impression, so I left you guys a snack. And they were like, what? And I was like, just check underneath your desk. And they were like, what? And they started patting. Bro, I'm telling you, when they started pulling out crayons, they almost died. A couple of them laughed, a couple of them was salty. And then my teacher, he was like, ain't no way. And I was like, oh, sir, I left extra for you too. Boy, I left him the whole box. But I thought that was the best prank that I've probably ever pulled. I will say, for the rest of the school year, anytime that I forgot my pen, they only let me write in crayon. But yeah, it was pretty good. Let me see what else we got. We got to go in chat. Hey. Worst day for a Marine is learning that the peach crayon tastes just like the cherry crayon. You about to kill me. And the yellow one don't even taste like banana. I tried it. Aunt Tim, bro, what is that word? Inaugura? Perth. I've heard of Perth. My neighbor, I mean, a lot of people are from, but he's from Sydney. I think he also was in, not him. I knew somebody from Queensland, Queensberry, Queens something. Yeah, it's been a long time. Bluebird, you are 1 instrument correct, 1 instrument adjacent. Jay, you are 1 instrument correct. The other 2 are not close. Flute, harp, whistle, nah, bro. You forgot the tuba. And I even gave you that one yet, Hannibal. Just like a Marine to not be paying attention. How you gonna get 3 wrong when one of the answers was just to write your name? Crazy. What else we got? That makes sense. Tim, I don't know if you know this, and most Americans don't realize most of our city names are also Native American names, such as Kansas. Let me give you a little history lesson while you guys figure out my languages. So I am from the great city of Kansas City, Missouri, and people are very confused on why Kansas City is not in Kansas. And that's because there's 2 Kansas cities. There's Kansas City, Kansas, and there's Kansas City, Missouri. And then the next logical question is, why does Missouri have a Kansas City? And it's because Kansas City, Missouri is older than the state of Kansas. You see, the area was named after the Kansas Native Americans. And then there was Kansas City in Missouri, and there was the Kansas Territory. Then the Kansas Territory became a state. There was this thing called the Civil War, and particularly the border war battles, in which Kansas and Missouri fought over who could control the city of Kansas City. Now, one of the unique things that came out of that battle was, in Missouri, there's the people called bushwhackers who would go to Kansas and kill abolitionists, which are people who were anti-slavery. There were people from Kansas who would go to Missouri and kill slave owners, and they were called Jayhawks, which is why the root of the University of Kansas's mascot, the Jayhawks. Rock, chalk, Jayhawk. Will that history help you anywhere? Probably not. But is it pretty neat? I think so. What we got? Tuba, Sousa, baritone. We close. Hannibal, don't start with me. Harmonica, nope. Hey, there's only one sport in Kansas City. Also, yo, you want to know how mad people were when President Trump said, hey, shouts out to the Kansas City, Kansas Chiefs. The Chiefs are in Missouri. So are the Royals. The only thing in Kansas is the soccer team stadium is in Kansas, and obviously the Kansas Speedway. Yeah, so there you go. Just some knowledge for you. All right. It seemed like we got all of our entries. You guys were all wrong except for one instrument. So I started out playing cello. I started playing cello in 2nd or 3rd grade, and I played cello until 6th or 7th grade, and then I switched to clarinet. I played clarinet until my freshman year of high school. And no, did I switch? Yeah, I think freshman year is when I switched to tuba. And then I was in marching band and I played sousaphone. And yeah, there's actually a picture of me with my sousaphone and my giant afro. I used to have a ponytail back in the day. Your boy was different back in the day. People, they don't know about your boy. They don't know what I was like back then. Mike Jones actually wrote a song about me. Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard about it. Back then, didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. I said, oh, now, okay, so that's, you actually, Tim, you bring up a very interesting question. First of all, Bluebird, you got 2 out of 3. That's actually really impressive. I wish I could play guitar. There is a Arkansas, Kansas, and then there's Arkansas. Why are they different? I think they're just the names of the Native Americans and how the names were bastardized. But yes, why is Arkansas, Kansas, not Arkansas? I don't know. A smarter man would have to figure that one out. I'm gonna see if I can find something for y'all. I'm gonna see if I can find. That's not what I'm looking for. All right, well, at one of these live streams, if y'all send me a reminder, hit it in the comments. I will give you a picture of my afro when I was tatting. You know what I mean? I had a ponytail at one point. If my mom's in the chat, she can confirm. True story, not making it up. One of the things that I'm noticing, going back to the whole reason we had this video, looking at this watch, there's no way I'm gonna be able to capture this on camera. The hands, the blue changes depending, I'm gonna try to capture it for you guys because it is actually really, really cool about this watch. Because, you know, at the end of the day, we're here for watches. Let me get the focus on. The blue of the hands changes from like a blackish gray to like a popping blue. I mean, I don't know if it's captured as much on video. And I'm gonna try to go slow with it. But it really changes depending on the angle that you're looking at the watch. Particularly the minute and the hour hands. This is a good looking watch, guys. This is You know what I mean? First of all, I'm enjoying the banter and the conversation, but this is a nice watch. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Hey, the bagpipes is a true weapon of war. I'm sorry, going back to the conversation we having over here. Uh, no, I've never tried bagpipes. I mean, it'd be cool though. I'll give it a try. Um, if I could play any, first of all, I wish I could sing. I tell my wife this all the time, boy. If I could sing, boy, I ain't gonna try it. It's because my throat's sore. Mm. Is that long as you got it? Okay, man. Did I ever mention y'all? I just appreciate y'all. You know, it was a couple years ago when I was talking to my wife about watches, and I realized that she was so annoying that I was like, I need to get friends. I need to find a group of people that I can talk about this right. And that's when I got my Instagram page and eventually going to YouTube. But like to be like, do you realize how amazing this is right now? We got drop where you at in the chat. Don't give me your last four, your social security number or your actual address. But let's just drop everybody in chat because right now we got people in Tampa, we got people in Indiana, we got people in Australia, we got people in Kansas, next to Arkansas, aka Arkansas. Man, we have people from all around the world coming together to discuss watches. And that's such a beautiful thing, right? In a time where there's so many things going on in the world that people could be stressed about and that are looking to bring people apart, man, like it's so cool to just talk watches, to be a part of a community. And man, it really means the world to me to be able to just kind of hang with y'all, talk with y'all. You know what I mean? Just it's good. And we got Virginia, got the VA, we got Tampa, we got Indy. Interesting fact about me, I grew up a diehard Colts fan. I grew up a Sooners and a Colts fan. The reason I like the Sooners is because I hate Texas. My family is from Texas. We would go down there, and I hated it. And I was like, as a kid, I was like, what school hates University of Texas? And they're like, Texas Tech. And I was like, no, I hate the whole state. I want a school that hates the whole state of Texas. And they were like, Oklahoma? And I was like, perfect. I like Oklahoma now. And I've been a Sooners fan ever since. And they beat Bama today. So, Boomer Sooner, Sooner born, Sooner bred, Sooner schooner till I'm dead. If I die, lay me dead. I'll be another Sooner dead. Raw, Oklahoma, raw. But then I also loved Peyton Manning. I was look, to tell you how much of a diehard Peyton Manning fan is, I don't even need to tell you stories. Because my daughter's name is Peyton with an E. Because she is named after Peyton Manning. But when he left the Colts to go to the Broncos, I followed my boy. But I'm still from Kansas City. So when he left the Broncos, I was like, I might have to leave as well. And so then I kept following my Oklahoma players. So I was chilling for Kyler Murray, Adrian Peterson, Sam Brown. Like, I beat all my Oklahoma players. But this is where the heartbreak comes. The Browns drafted Baker Mayfield. And I had to see him get that first win after that old season. And Baker got that dub. And so I fell in love with the team. Then I fell in love with Nick Chubb, Denzel Ward, David Njoku, Myles Garrett. We had something going. We got a playoff win. And I said, I think I'm gonna be a Browns fan. One of the worst decisions I've ever made, man. Being a Browns fan is absolutely awful. It is horrible. I cheer for them every week, and every week I'm disappointed. We lost to the Jets last week. I legitimately want to give up on them. If they trade Shedeur Sanders, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Yeah, it's awful. So Trap in the Hood, okay. Oh, Hannibal, for a Marine, you ain't that bad. You Niners fans in Indy, I can't say nothing. I'm a Browns fan in Kansas City, so. Hey, see, there's something about naming our kids after our childhood heroes. You know what I mean? Who the Niners quarterback right now? They got is it still Brock Purdy? Or he hurt? I don't know. Hey, if, okay, I asked somebody a question this one time. This is a deep question. I want you to think about it. If you could witness any sporting event in history, what would it be? Let me know in the chat. If you could witness any sporting event in history, what would it be? It's chronologically watchmaker. They call it close up. Hey, I have watched some of those videos in the background. So, Purdy, okay, he is hurt. One of the things I was thinking about, I kind of want to wait until I get a little bit bigger on YouTube. And so there's probably some big channel that's going to steal my idea now that I'm sharing it. But you know what I mean? A rising tide lifts all ships. I would like to do a weekly live watch trivia. I think that could be a hit. Like, hey, every, Tuesday at X time, we get on here, we do Time X trivia. I mean, not just Time X, just watch trivia. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been trying to post every day that I don't post a video. People are loving the quizzes. They're really loving the trivia. So I don't know. Do you think it's the audience for that? Is that something people would be interested in? Tuning in to a little watch trivia. You know what I mean? In the background, everybody just throw the question in there, have like a moderator, maybe give out like a free watch strap or something like that. Let me see. The Chargers are winning the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, y'all might. The Browns ain't. We trash. I don't know. Oh man, that's cool. Your son playing college basketball. Where do you play at? That's pretty cool. Tigers, ooh, bringing the other YouTubers on. Okay, so I'm trying to work with Skylar to get a video going. Tim, you actually know Unconventional Watch Channel out of Australia. I'm working with them on some collabs. I got a collab video of my own that I'm working on. I got some ideas. I got some ideas for some potential stuff. Speaking of, man, what time is it? Hey, y'all. Hey, we might have to close it up here soon, y'all. I got church in the morning. You know what I mean? I love y'all, but I love the Lord more. And I got to make sure I'm in the right headspace for that. So, before I dip out, though, I got to know. What's your final thoughts that you want to share? And what's your final thoughts on the piece? Let me hit you with a shot of it again. Is there any questions you want me to cover in the review? Any thoughts? We're looking at. Wait for it. It's gonna get clear eventually. There we go. So what we thinking? What's the questions we got for this video? What do y'all want to know about this review? And should I keep it on the mesh, or should I put it on its original bracelet? Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. I think I'm gonna keep it on the mesh, but you know what I mean. I'm a man of the people, so I'm always there to try some new things out. And what the chat say? I learn new things each time I tune in YouTube video. Also, it's great on your channel. Man, Blu-ray, I appreciate it, man. Hey, I'm trying, y'all. So right now, like I said, I'm trying to get 2 videos a week, 2 shorts a week, a post every day that I'm not posting in. I'm trying to go live. I'm trying to put out, man. Y'all giving me energy. I'm trying to give it back to y'all and try to put into the world what y'all giving me. So, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for everything that you do. AK is too generic. It's Loom in a different day. Okay, hey, that's a good point. And then did y'all saw the Loom earlier? I did a little Loom on it. It's, you know what I mean? It's there. It's cool. It's cool. Let me hit y'all with that Loom one more again. Let me hit y'all with that Loom. So let me make sure y'all get to look at the watch. Lock it in. Okay. We got somewhat. Let me hit these lights. Let me make sure I don't turn off my camera though. So what we're looking at for the Loom right now. This is what we're looking at for the Loom. It ain't perfect. It ain't bad. I'm interested in how long it'll last. I wonder if my wife might try to steal this one though, cause it's kind of cute. But yeah, that's what we're working with the Loom. Boom. Oh, my bad, y'all. A croc strap or a stingray. Ooh, that might be nice. But anyway, y'all. Like I said, we got more videos coming soon. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all always in the comments. Y'all in the live stream. Y'all communicating with your boy. If y'all ever have recommendations, hit me up. Let me know. And, man, just know I'm praying for y'all. If y'all need something, reach out. You know what I mean? We can do a little prayer together. But, yeah, man, I'm going to hop off of here, get ready to go to church. I mean, get ready to go to bed so I can go to church in the morning. But, you know, you're not always in it now. Every watch got a story, and I thank you for spending this one with me. I'm going to double check that chat one more again, make sure y'all ain't say nothing too crazy before I exit out of here. But if not, hold on, I see one more. Okay, like one more bracelet, quick release. We'll give it a lot more options to change up. Hey, Clay Bryson, appreciate you for being in the chat. You know what I mean? Appreciate all y'all. But hey, as always, man, thank y'all for sharing this time with me. Wish y'all all the best. God bless. And peace.